So, hello everybody, my name is Shani Jones. This is KNKY, which stands for Know the New Kinky You. I am your resident certified sex coach, and we are here to talk about all things sex. So, just to give you a little background on me, I am not an avid news watcher. I used to be, and I got caught up in all of the things that were going on in the world, and you know, with everything that has been going on, especially recently, I just feel like there's just not a lot of great news. And if something happens that is fairly significant, it'll bubble up to me. So, with that preface, I was on social media, and you know, every now and again I'll be scrolling and looking and trying to stay engaged, and I kept seeing these posts that say, I'm in an entanglement. I don't know what are you talking about? And then I kept seeing all these posts of Will and Jada Smith, and I'm like, okay, all right. So something triggered me, and I was like, let me just go see what everybody's talking about. So I go to the Red Table Talk session with Jada and Will, and I hear the 13-minute conversation between them regarding her what she referred to as an entanglement with the guy August. Now, I preface this by saying that it's easy to put a magnifying glass on the lives of people that are celebrities and who showcase their life to the public, right? You open yourself up to be criticized, to be judged, to be berated with everybody's opinion. And so, you know, what you saw in that video was a married couple who had dealt with a problem, that there was a breakdown at some point in their relationship, and they decided to work through it. And now, however many years later, we're just becoming privy to it, and so now it's all being rehashed. So first things, and this is not to diagnose them at all, but one of the things that was stated was they had been together from being very young and for 25 years. And so it's interesting that, you know, the dynamics of your relationship changes over time. You know, we aren't the same people we were when we were 20 something that we are at 30 something and 40 something. You know, expectations change in relationships. People individually change, the partnerships change. One of the things as a sex coach, and I'm not saying that this is in their case at all, but the longer couples stay together, the sex can become routine. It can become boring to a certain degree. It just becomes part of the day-to-day, the whatever. A lot of people just kind of let it go. And there's nothing wrong with that to a certain degree. Every relationships are going to have the highs and the lows. You're going to have those moments of spark and creativity, and you're going to have those moments where you just kind of chill. And the one thing that is usually the case for a lot of couples is those couples that actively work together to stay engaged and to stay creative and to ensure that there's variety and all kinds of just newness in their sexual relationship, in their relationship period, like open communication, honest communication. Like, for instance, they said they never kept secrets. So, you know, this is one of those things that they had to deal with. Only because they're in the spotlight do we get to shine a light on them and their shit. I can't say all is an absolute, but there are a good lot of us who have cheated or been cheated on and we all have an opinion about it. Now, in this instance, I don't even know that it was considered cheating, because they both say that they were on a break. Was Will aware of it? I don't know. I got the impression that he was. Maybe not. But people can decide to have all kinds of different types of relationships. And consensual non-monogamy is a thing. And it's not necessarily something that is a lifestyle that a lot of people would gravitate towards, because again, it's not a normal thing within our society. But then there are others that embrace that type of lifestyle. And again, when we start really working from a sex positive perspective, and you know, not putting our judgments and projecting our judgments onto other people, at the end of the day, Jada and Will, they moved on. They actually, I'm proud of them, because there are a lot of couples, especially celebrity couples, who we get to see their shit. And what they did was that they decided to talk about it, because apparently at one point, you know, they were already on the outs, but they decided to together work on it. They went to therapy, you know, they really worked on their communication and all of the things. They worked to be in a better place, and they came out on the other side of it. We just now have a view into some of the things that they had to deal with as part of that journey, as part of that growth. So with that being said, I would just be mindful of judging other people and the decisions that they made, because we've all done something. And if all of the people that are shining a microscope on their relationship had those same microscopes, the same quantity, the same fervor of microscopes pointed at them, they wouldn't deal with it the same way. So hopefully what we take from this situation is every relationship has issues. Every relationship will have its challenges. People make mistakes. And if you love somebody, and if you are a person that wants to salvage your relationship and maintain your family, you work through it. You work together and you work through it. So I'm proud of them. I'm glad that they took the opportunity in their own words to clear up things that have been said. And, you know, whether it's an entanglement, whether she cheated, whether they were on a break, whether anything, you know, it happened and they've dealt with it, and now it's time to move on. And I would hope that for you guys, if you are in a particular situation, a similar situation, or you've been through it, if you've been through it and you've, you know, separated from that person, don't carry the hurt and the shame and the guilt from the previous transgression. Learn from it, do better, pay attention for future relationships. And if you're going through something like that now, you have to decide. So there's something called 3 doors, and it's the concept of, okay, ignore it. Ignore it. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. It is what it is. You can leave. You have the option to leave if you choose that whatever happened was so bad that you cannot maintain this relationship any longer. Or you can work to change it. You can work together to change it. Whether that means going to a therapist, going to a coach, going to a priest, going to somebody to help you navigate the waters and help you massage the words and try to just get it right. You know, just figure out where you are in your emotional state, because your emotions, your feelings dictate everything else. How you feel, how to truly feel about the situation. As far as Will and Jada go, I hope they spend another 25 years together. I really do. So, alright. I'm Shani Jones. This is KNKY, which stands for Know the New Kinky You. You can follow me on all social media platforms. It's at DOYOUKNKY. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon.